Welcome back to the Productivity Podcast, where I give you a daily productivity tip so you can get the most out of your time, your talent, and your ideas. I'm your host, Brandon White. Here we go. Let's face it, we want to please people, and that often leads to saying yes to way more things than we should. We're conditioned as kids not to say no. 2- and 3-year-olds say no all the time, and what do parents say? They condition their kids that saying no isn't good and reprimand them. That leads to a bad habit when we're adults that causes anxiety and stress when we say yes to things we know we don't have enough time to get done or we know aren't going to be good for us. Saying no to requests that are not important to you or necessary in one way or the other frees up your time and energy to focus on the things that are most important to you. Saying no when you really want to leads to feeling empowered, reduces your stress, and increases your productivity. The cool thing is that science supports this idea. A study at the University of Chicago found that people who said no to requests that were not a priority were more productive than those who didn't. Another study, published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, found that people who were able to say no to requests were more likely to achieve their goals. A study published in the Journal of Business Research found that people who were able to say no were less likely to experience stress. Look, I know it's easier said than done, but aim to say no a few times this week and feel the effect. It will build your confidence to say no more often. I'll put a link to a free decision tree PDF download in the show notes to help you decide when you should say yes or no to things. And I recommend listening to episode 2 if you haven't already that talks about decision trees. Even if it's a little uncomfortable, start saying no to things and see what happens. Your move. Hey, real quick before you go, please remember to hit follow on your podcast player. You won't miss any episodes, and it helps support us bring you the show daily. Thanks for listening. We'll talk tomorrow.